Hello, everybody, and welcome to my fantasy football tournament series, number 11. And here I have the East Asian Cup. I'm moving over to Asia, specifically the Far East. And here is a tournament that already exists, but only consists of four teams that are Japan, South Korea, China, and North Korea. Here I decided to expand it to 8 countries in the Far East of Asia. And this is my tournament prediction. Now, in this, I have a host nation, so there will not be two-legged playoffs being played between teams all the way through to the final. This is just a single regular group stage style type of format. And my host nation that I chose for the East Asian Cup is China. So let's go through the groups. Group A is China, South Korea, Hong Kong, and Vietnam. And Group B is Japan, Taiwan, Thailand, and North Korea. Taiwan is officially considered called Chinese Taipei by FIFA because they want to please China, but they want to be recognized as Taiwan, and I respect their wishes, so I think I'm going to call them Taiwan. So let's jump right in. So the first match, we have the host nation, China versus South Korea, and then Hong Kong versus Vietnam. I think the opening match is a 2-2 draw between China and South Korea. Hong Kong versus Vietnam, I think this will be a 1-1 draw. Then we have China versus Hong Kong. Huge rivalry there, by the way. And then Vietnam versus South Korea. I'm actually going for another draw for the host nation here against Hong Kong because these are two teams with a very bitter rivalry, not just in soccer, but also in politics. And both these teams tied each other when they played each other in World Cup qualifying, both being 0-0 draws in the round prior to the third round of AFC Asian World Cup qualifying. I actually do think this would be a draw. And my prediction for that match is another 0-0. Vietnam versus South Korea. I think South Korea would win 3-0. Then we would have South Korea versus Hong Kong and Vietnam versus China. South Korea versus Hong Kong, my prediction for this is a 2-0 victory for South Korea. And then Vietnam versus China, the host nation would come into this game needing a win, probably. Sitting on 2 points, I think China would win. I think China wins 3-1, I'll say. So that means South Korea tops the group with 7 points. Host nation China comes in second with 5 points. Hong Kong in third with 2 points. Vietnam in last with 1 point. Hong Kong and Vietnam eliminated. In Group B, we have Japan versus Taiwan and Thailand versus North Korea. I think Japan would win this comfortably. I think 6-0. And then Thailand versus North Korea. North Korea would fancy their chances here, but in recent years, Thailand have been a rapidly improved side in Asia, and they did pretty well for themselves in qualifying, reaching the final rounds of Asian qualifying for the first time ever. I think Thailand gets a somewhat of a surprise victory here. I think Thailand wins 2-1. And then Japan versus Thailand, and North Korea versus Taiwan. I think Japan will beat Thailand. I'm going to say 3-1. And then North Korea versus Taiwan. I think North Korea wins. I'm going to say 3-1 as well for North Korea. And then we have Taiwan versus Thailand and North Korea versus Japan. I think Thailand beats Taiwan 4-0. And I think North Korea barely wins against North Korea, because North Korea is very familiar with Japan. They've beaten Japan a few times recently in the last few years. But I think Japan would eke out a 1-0 victory. So, Japan tops the group with 9 points, 3 wins. Thailand comes in second with 6 points. North Korea comes in third with 3 points. Taiwan comes in last with 0 points. North Korea and Taiwan eliminated. So then we have our semifinals. Our semifinals would be South Korea versus Thailand, and Japan versus the host nation, China. I can see Thailand giving South Korea a really hard-fought battle, but South Korea is just a better team, and I think South Korea would win this match. I'm going to say actually 1-0 because South Korea is not in great form at the moment. I think South Korea would win this 1-0 and go to the final. What a match this would be. Japan versus China, neighbors and rivals. China playing at home with coach Marcello Lippi. I actually think this goes the full distance. I think this is a 1-1 and it goes to penalties. And I think Japan wins. China into the third place game. So for third place, we have Thailand against home nation China. I am going to go with a 2-0 victory for Marcello Lippi's Chinese team. The host nation, China, will finish with the bronze medal in the East Asian Cup. Third place, China. Thailand in fourth. And then the final, the classic that we all expect, South Korea versus Japan. Historically speaking, South Korea has Japan's number. There was a time up until a few years ago where every time they would play, South Korea would almost always get a result against them, whether it was a win or a draw. But now I think the tide has turned, and I think Japan is the best soccer team in East Asia. I think Japan would finally get revenge on South Korea from all those years of defeat. That semifinal victory in the Asian Cup in 2011 doesn't count because it was penalties. Here I think Japan would win. And my prediction, I would say Japan would win 2-1. So the winners of the East Asian Cup is Japan. Second place is South Korea. Third is China, the host nation. And fourth is Thailand. Thank you guys for watching my video. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, have a good night. Much love and peace out.